Whoa, that was really cool, Dennis. Where'd you get that picture?
I got it from me making it.
You
Um,
made that picture?
yeah.
That's
I'm,
cool. I
wait,
wanna.
are you surprised?
No, I just wanted you to tell our audience about
Oh,
it.
I see. I gotcha. Cool. Okay. Welcome to Crack and Snap. It's January 20th, 2023. I'm Dennis. This is Ronum, aka Chi. And we're here to just play some Snap and talk about Snap, Marvel Snap, by the way, Marvel Snap. For the, what is it, week 3 of the Savage Land season?
I lost count. I think so.
It's
Yeah, you're week three
well,
because
week,
it's the
week
third
three's about
featured location.
yeah, week 3 is about to end, right?
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, we can just tell you a little bit about ourselves before we get into what we're going to do today. First up, right now, my collector score is 2,640. What about you, Chi?
2170.
Okay, cool. How much you spend in this game?
2170. So far $10.
All right, cool. I got 43 total. That's
Oh,
10
I'm
for
sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot about the Captain America. So it would be $13. I
$13.
forgot.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I've done the 4 seasons and then the Captain America starter bundle.
I forgot about that.
Um,
That's right.
and that's pretty much where I'm just sticking. I don't really feel like giving the game money outside of supporting the season. I think the seasons are cool. Um, what else? What else should we say about ourselves before we get into this? We used to play a lot of versus and go to versus system pro circuit
Circuits.
tournaments and local hobby league tournaments as well.
Hmm.
And I played a lot of other TCGs like Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Hearthstone, a little bit Gwent here and there. And used to do a lot of monetization stuff for PlayStation, or work. I mean, not just play. Uh,
Not just give them money.
yeah, not just give them money. But yeah, I think. What about you? Anything you want to share before we move into this
No, same
season?
thing, but not to the capacity. I did not work for PlayStation like you did, but I did play Hearthstone, Magic,
And give
a
them a
little
lot of money.
Pokemon here and there. Yeah, no, no. Actually, I typically don't spend. The reason I spent on the Captain America because typically the first bundle you see for the game usually is the best value because that's how they kind of get you.
Yeah,
And then uh, after missing out on Silver Surfer, I thought that Zabu was going to be meta breaking, and he's really good. He's just not as good as Surfer, and so
yeah.
yeah.
So here's the question for you: Rickety Bridge consumed our lives for the last 2 days. We talked about it kind of extensively last week
We
because
did, we did.
you predicted that was going to be the new featured location for the week, and
Correct.
surprise surprise, it was. So there is an order to the way they're coming out. Rickety Bridge was if there's more than one card at this location at the end of the turn, kill them all. And I don't think I understood that at first. It was really fun to learn.
Yeah.
I thought it meant on each side one,
So did I.
um, and so it was really fun to see that just have one each player having one on each side that automatically killed them. And then I kind of it kind of made sense to me. I'm like, oh yeah, it is like a rickety bridge, right? You really don't want to let more than one person cross at a time. And it's kind of funny. It reminds me of Titania, honestly, because like, all they have to do to screw you over is put one more card down. It doesn't even
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
That was a really fun bridge, or I mean, a fun location, but like our strategies that we had in place, I think there were two things that kind of screwed with it. One being, I didn't realize that it's only a 40% increased chance of getting the featured location whenever that's running. So, I mean, you basically have like 4 out of 10 times you're gonna get it, in theory, compared to other locations. I'm sure that's not exactly the right math, but
Right.
um, it means that yeah, like we had a deck that we recommended to our friend Clark, and he's like, I'll try it. And sure enough, he went 6 straight games, never getting the bridge. And That adds up. That's about right. I wish he would have did one more because I'm pretty sure that seventh one would have been the Rickety Bridge. But yeah, so we just I think that's a good disclaimer and caveat. Like it is fun to build decks for specific featured locations because the chance of you getting them is higher. But make sure that the deck is still viable without that location, right? Because it's pretty rough. And so like I went through a lot of iterations, but I can show you the one I landed on at the end. I got as high as level 70, rank 75. And I was really proud of myself because at first I was just killing everything. It was just mad death. And then eventually, not so much, not so much. Um, Uh, so what I ended up with was Deadpool, Armor, Quake, Electro, Wave, Polaris, Shang-Chi, Arrow, Doc Ock, Leader, Odin, and Death. And so the
Oh,
whole
you
trick
ended up including leader. I see.
I did, yeah, because like here's the trick. We talked about this last week. Doc Ock and Quake were meant to completely just ruin people's lives, right? Quake was
Yes.
meant to give you the false sense of security that, like, okay, cool, I know where the bridge is. I'm not going to place
Stay away
characters there.
from it.
And
Yeah.
then you put Quake down, and oops, if you got priority, whatever they put down before it's revealed is now on the bridge, and it dies. Like
Right. Correct.
it was really cool. Doc Ock, similar thing. On depending on when you get him out, if you get him out on 4 because of Electro, or if you get him out on 5, um, it's a kamikaze situation, right? You literally just, oh, my phone thinks I'm talking to it for some reason. Um, you literally just kill a bunch of cards,
Right.
including your Doc Ock. It's really
Right.
funny. I had fun watching sometimes Doc Ock would pull down a Shang-Chi, and I'm like, I don't care. He's dead anyways. Like, he's going to die. Um,
No, the
and then
better
you
one is
watch the
when the
Shang-Chi
Doc
die
Ock
along
pulls
with all
down
their other.
Destroyer.
That's funny. That is really, that's like one of the funniest ones, right? For sure.
Yep. That's
But
my
then,
favorite
yeah,
one.
so then you end up with like a whole lot of cards not on the table, and right, and depending on how your first few turns were, maybe you're winning by 1 or 2 points on some of the other locations. I might play Arrow on turn 6, and just
Okay.
whatever they recruit is going to the Rickety Bridge
Is dead.
also.
Yep.
Or if I need to win a location because I'm still not, that's what leaders for.
Yeah.
The other trick I had in my sleeve is if um, if the bridge would just completely win it again for me, that's why I have an Odin in the deck, so that I can use the Quake one more time.
I thought about using Odin, but I kind of felt like it was not a best use merely to use Odin on Quick. I know you can use it on other things, but
Well,
I ended up not putting it.
even cooler is if you ended up playing leader in the same location as Quake, then on turn 6,
Right.
like if you
I
played
got
him
you.
early on 5, on
Yeah.
6 you can Quake and leader. And the cool
Yeah.
thing about leader is, like, if he recruits stuff to a weird location that would normally kill them, it doesn't necessarily, except for the bridge will for sure. um
Correct.
but yeah, it was doing all right. Like, I'm not going to say it was the greatest thing ever. Originally I had it going with like Sabretooth and Wolverine and I think Nova, and just anything that could die. And I would, and then I put Colossus there and Bucky, and it was just it was a lot of dying, and it made it easier to get death out, which I think was the goal.
Right.
Um, but what I noticed, and I think this is the biggest observation I had for that whole experience, is so the featured location every week for the new place, the brand new hotspot is going to be 2 days long, right? And what I noticed is whatever pipe dream idea you had, do it immediately on the first night of that thing,
Yeah.
because
I
people
agree.
are still trying stuff. And so,
Right.
yeah, my crazy decks were working really good on the first night.
Because
By
they
the
didn't know
next
what was coming.
Right, and by the next day, there were some new meta decks, and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
and people were understanding the bridge,
Yep.
and everything you thought was glorious was no longer. So I got to 75 in the first 12 hours, I would say, and I was really proud of myself. And then I got all the way down to 63, and I was like, what did I do? I had Magneto in there trying to move things around. I had Polaris. I had so many different tricks to try, and it just wasn't working. And so what I finally ended up doing was just saying, you know, honestly, if I just use a regular deck like that's good, it's probably going to be okay. And so I ended up using um, this deck, this Cosmic Iron Patriot Surfer deck. Um, it's all the things. It's Iron Man, it's Surfer, it's Patriot, it's Sera. But it's a good deck that has a little bit of flexibility, and yeah, it kind of worked. I can show you this one really quick, just once before, but you can talk about your experiences with the bridge while I run one.
I came to some of the same conclusions, which is the learning curve, like everything else, does plateau out, and people start understanding how the bridge works and learn how to play around it and adapt to it. And so I really, despite the math, and if I recall correctly, I'm not sure if it's exactly 40%. If I
Wow, look at
mirror match,
double Squirrel Girl.
double Squirrel Girl, yeah.
Yeah, what were you saying?
And but I still feel that we talked about this last time. Hold on, I lost my mic. But we
Whoa.
talked about. Oh man, it is a mirror match. So we talked about how you know this game is all about building for redundancies, and I think that works in terms of um. No, you're gonna fill it. Oh, you're gonna fill it up. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna fill it up.
Well, actually, yeah, because then you guys are surfer.
Yeah.
Um, but it's all about building for redundancies, right? It's about um, making sure if you miss Surfer, you have kind of a backup for it. If you miss Brood, you have something else to back up for it. And so, because of that, uh, the way we build the deck and the way we build the deck for the location, the same idea. You don't want to go all in on the bridge, but you want to build a deck that thrives at the bridge. But if you don't get the bridge, you can still do it. And that was my first iteration. And that iteration was, ooh, there's your. You don't want Seraph?
Nah, because I just don't. With Sarah, you can't recruit stuff to Crimson Cosmos.
Oh yeah.
You can't recruit over there if you put Sarah down.
Oh
So
yeah.
the best she could do is get me two things here, which I can already do without Sarah.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
get it? But
Sur
this,
and then Surfer. Nice.
it's not great. It's definitely not great. It's gonna lose. You watch.
Oh, because you're losing a lot
Yeah, it's
in
gonna
the
lose.
center.
Yeah, because I'm a -1 and it's not gonna get better.
It's not, yeah. Ooh,
Oh god, yeah, I lost that. But in any case, Crimson Cosmos sucks. Just so you know, um, Crimson Cosmos sucks for most decks that you're trying to accelerate the curve.
yeah,
Um,
right. Oh
yeah, I
man,
got a 4 on there. Oh, I almost did that right
you're
there.
positive.
If I wouldn't have put that
But
Misty down,
so
I would have
so
turned.
we build the deck. We do talk about how to build for the bridge, but again, I think um, I also play and I know in the beginning you were just completely dropping out, retreating if you didn't see the bridge, but I was actually playing uh, my deck even without the bridge, as long as because as you said, Quake was fun on the bridge, but Quake had a lot of uses outside of the bridge too. there was time when Mojo World would pop up and people would just spend an inordinate amount of energy to try to populate Mojo World. And then I remember, I think it was turn 4 or 5, I flipped it on them, and then all that energy was wasted, you know?
I think the trick is, oh no.
Oh,
I think that Quake is useful a lot of times, but I don't think that Doc Ock is useful as much without
correct.
really bad circumstances, you know what I mean?
Again,
I quit
yes,
this one, right? Like,
you don't have enough power. You would have to
well,
put,
well, hold on a second. Let me see.
well,
I do
since it's
I do have
already
a big
since it's
I do
already
have
turn 2, you might as well just keep going until they
I do
snap.
have a big old Maximus.
Oh,
Oh, snap. Now I have what I
now
need.
you have, yeah. What are you gonna do?
This right here,
And then,
s- save the rest.
yeah. Oh,
It's okay. Yeah, it's not great, but I can still pull it off. Um,
um,
actually, this is bad.
yeah. Well, no, it's not. I mean, his stat is bad, but his effect is not bad because they can't
Well, I
tell.
guess I don't need Patriot anymore, do I?
I mean, Patriot is just an extra 3 there, right?
Um, but I can't, like, this is all the cards I got.
Yeah, I know.
I
So,
can place Iron Man and Maximus, and that's it. You know what I mean?
yeah. Ooh, he
Oh, you
thought that's
jerks.
all right. So,
Just jerks.
well, no, just play 3. Just play Maximus this turn
Are
because
you
you got
sure?
zeros.
This is way better than a Maximus.
No, but you save it because you don't know
Oh,
what
wait.
they're.
Oh, wait. Sorry. This is turn 5. My bad.
Yeah, this turn 5. Yeah, yeah. Because
I
you're gonna
guess I
have
play
0.
him. I guess I play
Yeah,
him here because
yeah,
there's no cards to draw.
right. Is he doing? Well, at least he did the same thing. All
Yeah.
right. So now you do.
Do I just do Iron Man by himself here, or do I?
The problem is, what has he got?
Well, this
16.
is
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah, yeah. Go.
that's a
So
16
Patriot on
right
the left.
there.
Yeah, yeah. So Patriot on the left. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh my goodness, what was that?
I don't know, but it was excessive. Uh-oh.
Whoa.
It
Oh
means oh, it's actually possibly okay. No, it's not okay.
no,
That's not good. That's not good.
he's yeah, yeah.
That's bad. Oh my god, you had all this in your hand? You had everything you needed in your oh my god.
Oh
What?
my god.
With a
Wow.
wave too. I haven't seen a wave in a surfer deck. That's pretty gnarly, man. There was no combination of cards. I guess if I put Iron Man on the left, still no, not
No,
even.
he's got 60 and 45. You
That
weren't.
was huge.
Well, he got lucky with the peak, right? Because without the peak, he wasn't doing it.
Well, he got lucky with Lamentus 1 also.
Right, but he wasn't going to be able to get all 4 cards out without the peak. The peak would have gave him 2
Yeah.
cards, you know.
All right, so this is a 0 for 3 or 0 for 2 so far,
It's
but
over 2.
I promise you it's good. This is my last one on this one, and then I'll switch over to whatever you want to see. Um, that was rough. But yeah, the I think the Rickety Bridge just uh it humbled me a lot. So if
But
other people out there had similar experiences, feel free to share with us, let us know. Um
I
and
really enjoy having a featured location because number one, I would believe the developers wanted you to learn about a a a location and see how it works, and I think that's fun. But it also allows you, wow, it allows you to see um, how your deck would thrive, in different scenarios and so forth. So I I I
eh,
went from, well, that's
I'm
nice.
okay with it, honestly,
Yeah,
because
because
now
it's
that
gonna
ninja's gonna
grow.
get yeah,
Yeah.
that ninja's
Um.
gonna get big.
Yeah.
I think I put this here.
Sure. So I really like. Uh, oh well, I guess that makes Mojo World easy to fill, right? Can you fill it?
I don't need to fill Mojo World, but I can fill it.
Actually, no, because he's going to. What is he? It can't
He's
be a
gonna
cerebral.
surfer. No, he's a surfer. He's gonna surfer.
Okay, all right. So then just
I don't have surfer.
so
So go here and then do this and this,
okay.
or do that,
You're
or
kidding.
do that, and that
Okay,
works
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, I think he was
So
quite afraid. All
and
right, I'm
and
done.
and it was humbling for me. I went from a 56 and playing I would say what about 100 plus games. I got up a whole I got up to 56.
That's
I think
pretty.
I went up to like 57 and then I dropped back down. And then uh, this morning I was actually I was like, all right, let's just play. And I played 3 games where I won 4 cubes, and I was really proud of myself because when the Rickety Bridge was happening, I there was a lot of games I lost just because of poor judgment, and just bad playing on my part. And so this morning I said, I'm not going to let that happen. I'm not dependent on the bridge anymore. Let's play. And I played and I won 3 games and I'm feeling good. I'm up at 59 and I'm like, yes, I actually can get up in 60. And then I lost back due to bad judgment and ended up playing again. So now I'm back to 57. So
Yeah, for sure. It's yeah. I mean, like I said, I got as high as 75. I was feeling good about myself, and then next thing you know, set 63, and I'm like, I just felt like I had definitely gone too far.
so let's talk
Um,
about the next week's
but
featured
I
look.
guess um, he shared 3 decks that you could use Zabu with recently. I don't know if you saw that. He did that over the holidays when everybody got those, those new cards like the Nick Fury and stuff. Like he wanted to like let people know
Yeah,
3 good decks with quotes around it that you could make
yeah.
that maybe you might not have considered making. And there were some pretty cool ones, but like I ended up making one here just to try it out. This is after I had just given up. What? Why not just try making something different just to see? And so, have you seen this deck?
No. I
Okay,
mean,
so
no, I'm sorry. I have seen this. I played against something similar to this. Yes.
it's so simple. I felt so stupid after playing it because I was like, why did I not just see how simple this is and how easy this is to play? It's a Zabu deck where it's just running all the good
It's a
fours that you would need,
right, right.
but then it's running Dracula and 3 big old 6s, right?
Yeah,
And to make sure that Dracula has some good synergy, um, there's America Chavez in there to make sure that you always at least have a 6.
right.
There's Lady Sif and Ghost Rider to just deal with 1 card. Like it's not like you're trying to be greedy. You're literally going to discard 1 big card and then
And
you're
then
going to
bring it back.
bring it back. Yeah, and that's
Right, right,
ideally that's your turn 5, right? Is Sif and
right.
Ghost Rider if you've already got Zabu in play.
Yeah,
And then Sunspot just fills in the blanks. But
yeah,
I just
yeah.
wanted to show you this one really quick because like it's so it's so consistent. I was just really mad at myself, like because all the work I put into the bridge, just making all these weird decks, like, and then I just see something like this that's like, yeah, duh, that would work really well. And I tried it, and I actually won some bridge games with it too, and it was just really annoying. So yeah, I got Sunspot, and that's pretty much all I need for the first 3 turns or for the first 2 turns. If I don't get him, it's okay. But if I get him, it's really good. Um,
Right.
just because it gives me a little bit of priority. There you go. We're going to be 1-1. Unless he recruits something, then okay. Now I'm beating him at the Monster Island location. I'm going to pass because I always have nothing on turn 2 unless I recruited a Sunspot. And then all I can do is sit here and hope that I either get Zabu or Lady Sif. That's it. Those are my options. There's Psylocke that the opponent just played. She's actually pinned in my store right now. What about you? What do you got pinned?
Nothing. I'm merely waiting for Sera. Remember, it's gonna move to the right, so you.
Yeah, I know. I think what I'm gonna do is put this here, and I'm gonna put Dracula to fill them out at the end, because in
In
case of
case
Shang,
they
in case
Shang-Chi
Shang-Chi
the
murders that,
monster, you can still win it.
yeah. Or
Yeah.
I might Shang-Chi their monster. Who knows?
Not
We'll
if you
see.
fill it.
I'm not gonna fill it right now. I don't have a Zabu in play yet. What I'm gonna do is play a freaking Ghost Rider. Do I have anything else to worry about here? Nah. Ghost Rider over here. Get me my Giganto back.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, and it's just that simple and dumb, right? Like it's just like you do this thing and then you do this thing, and then
Right.
that's it. Oh, look,
Oh,
now they're
hey.
not moving right. See, there you go. There you go. Well,
Oh,
uh, I feel like I'm obligated to do this, but
yeah,
no,
because you haven't brought out
I need Zabu or Spider-Man or something else. So I can always kill
oh,
the
or
monster.
or you still have a chance to get an Infinite, so
It's
because you
true.
haven't.
It's true. Did I snap? Did I not snap? I thought I
You just
snapped. I
Yeah, you
snapped.
did. Oh, there you
There it
go.
is.
There's your
Well, that's
Infinite.
game. That's that's
Yeah.
the game. And now now that's so bad for him,
Yep.
because now I'm gonna kill that monster.
Yep.
There's really no reason for me to play Dracula anymore. Alternatively, I could play Enchantress.
Actually, no. You play Dracula anyways.
Oh wait,
To
there's one more
There's
turn
two more.
afterwards.
There's two more. Yeah. So play Dracula on the left just in case.
You think on the left?
Because
I
you're gonna
guess.
you're gonna kill that
Yeah,
mon. Well,
eh.
just in case. Yeah, just in case he armors it. Otherwise, you want to kill it right now. But if
No,
you kill it
I'm
right
just
now,
gonna
he's
kill it
dead.
now. I'm gonna kill
Yeah.
it now.
Yeah.
Just die. Goodbye, sir. Oh, boo. Boo to you. And then on the next turn, I do another mean thing, and I enchantress it. Right? I just enchantress him.
The
It's too late
Yeah,
for
the
Zabu.
Blue Marvel, right?
You think the Blue Marvel or the Iron Man?
Well, the problem. Oh, I see. Yeah, let's do the. Okay, do the Iron Man then. Yeah, sure.
Because then he's just dumb, right?
And then play on the right or on the. Oh, there you go. You
Oh,
retreated.
well, there's that deck. I mean, it's pretty intimidating, honestly. Like it's a jerk of a deck. Like
Yeah.
he was gonna go down to 10. I was gonna go to 22 on that location. He's gonna have a
Yeah.
really hard time coming back. The right hand side, he wasn't gonna win.
I like
The
that.
left
I
side, he
like
could
that.
take. He could take because I was done putting.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, you're right. I think Iron
It's
Man's
pretty
probably the better
straightforward,
better
man.
fit.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, Blue Marvel's like whatever. I mean, I consider Blue Marvel like destroying a Nova. You know what I mean? It's like, well, you can't stop a Nova, so whatever. I mean, it's more effort than it's worth to stop a Nova from exploding sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just kind of consider them the same. Like he's not he like playing a rogue, or I mean, sorry, Mystique after Blue Marvel. That's annoying. Something like that, but I couldn't
Yeah,
stop
but
that either.
yeah, but that's, it's a lot of work to get another Nova. It's a 3 cost for a Nova, as you said, right?
Yeah,
So,
but those are the decks, the kind of stuff I've been using, and then the only other thing I've been kind of playing with lately is because we have the neon event, the New
The
Year's,
Nian event.
or sorry, the Nian event. And so I've been trying to make sure that I'm using decks that include armor and or Shang-Chi.
Or
Um,
Arrow.
or
Oh, they changed.
no.
You know, it changed, right?
Oh, did it change?
Yeah, if you go back in, it says, "Oh, it's too hard to kill him. You need some new teammates." So now it's changed to Arrow, Wong. Shoot, I just read the other two.
Oh, okay.
Let me check.
Well, boo, because I was using my
Oh, well, you have Arrow in a couple of your decks,
I
so
have Arrow in a bunch of my decks, but here I was using the Good Cards Priority deck, which had both armor and Shang-Chi.
mm,
So and it's just a solid deck, right? It's just like, hey, I'm gonna take priority really early, then I'm gonna Thor or Maximus on your face so that my 3-drop is just huge either way. And then I'm gonna probably steal your 6-drop on turn 4. And then I'll leech you on 5,
right.
or I'll arrow you, whatever.
So
Like it's pretty straightforward.
so it's Swordmaster, Jubilee, Arrow, and Wong.
Oh,
Those are the
okay.
new four.
Gotcha. Yeah, I can't do it here because on the Steam client still doesn't
It still does.
show
I know. I
the
know. It's weird.
events. It's really
Yeah.
annoying. All right,
Yeah.
well, I'm going to stop sharing here, and so I'm going to let you share if you want. If you
Well,
have
I
stuff
just
to show
wanted
off.
to. I did not have a uh deck other than the bridge deck, but I don't think we need to see my bridge deck. I will tell you, I ran something different on my bridge deck, because I did not have Electro, which I really wanted. But I put in Forge, and I know you played your Deadpool as just a just a bridge enabler, but you didn't necessarily need him to be high power. Whereas I was actually playing him because I felt more comfortable having a 1 cost 6 power or a 112. Because if I play Forge on the bridge and then Deadpool, by next turn I have a 1/6, and if I can do it again, I have a 1/12, and a lot of times I can outpace whatever that they're trying to do, and they'll give up. So and also if I didn't get the bridge, if I could get him killed once, again I have a 1/6. If I can get it killed twice, because I did put Killmonger in there, I have a 1/12 that I can use. So I
Yeah.
did feel that you're right. Rickety Bridge didn't appear as often, but for me, I kind of felt like it was almost every other game. So I would play a game, and then I'd be like, "Well, no bridge, but I don't think I can win it." Okay, retreat. Next game, bridge. So maybe I was taking Clark's bridges. Sorry, Clark, if you're watching.
Yeah.
So, but I did want to share. Oops, wrong thing. There. I did want to share the that next feature will be Collapse Mine. I'm not as excited about this. It's fill this location with rocks, skip a turn to destroy your rocks. It's not as uh, pretty or glamorous as the Rickety Bridge or even the Altar of Death. Altar of Death's so much fun. This is gonna probably be a lot of Killmongers, a lot of deaths. Um,
A lot of
so
a lot of Patriots and Sunspots too.
I'm sorry. Yes, a lot of Patriots, a lot of sunspots. Correct. So it is what it is, and yeah. So
It really
I'm
comes
not as
down to,
excited about.
do you want the rocks or not? And or
Right.
AKA like otherwise, let's put that. Do you want your opponents to have the rocks or not too? Because honestly, you drop an armor there. Just drop an armor there, and it's gonna fill it with rocks, and then like it's up to your
Well,
opponent.
you'd have to be before it showed, right? So
It wait, no, it's yeah. Sorry. Um,
right.
fill this location with rocks. Yes. So you basically like I don't know about you, but my general rule is if I have a 1 or a 2, I try to put the 1 and the 2 on the unrevealed locations because there's so many locations that prevent you from playing stuff there later. Like Sanctum Sanctorum,
Right.
is cards can't be played here, or like the Crimson, whatever that was, the Crimson Spire or whatever, like you can't play cards of higher than 3 here,
Yeah,
you know,
even
like
even the
there's
altar.
yeah, there's so many
Right.
restrictions on what you can play now, like on certain locations, that I just
Yeah.
generally will place my 1 in the middle and I'll place my 2 on the right if I have them. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
so, you know, if you didn't get the collapse mine in the first 2 turns, armor the third, you know, or sorry, in the first turn, armor the third location and hope for the best. Um,
Right.
but you know, I guess other than that, somebody's going to have to pass a turn to get rid of those rocks, or play a Killmonger on turn 3 to get rid of them. Um,
Right.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
not.
So
It's I guess Killmonger's the better choice, right?
right. I mean,
Unless you,
the other it's a lot of work, but what you could do is you could skip a turn, get your sunspot up, but you would also need to armor your sunspot because then after you skip a turn, then you lose your rocks. Then you can enchantress. Again, this is a lot of work. I'm not saying it's preferred, but you could enchantress their armor, and then on turn 5, drop a lizard with a Killmonger, and then you can win that one. So there's different ways around it, but it's just not as flashy as some of the other ones. Doc Ock will not work on this location.
no, Doc Ock is definitely not going to be fun on that one. In
Yeah.
fact, he would be preferred by your opponent to play, since they're going to have to waste a turn to not play stuff on there. So I guess that's a ringing endorsement to not always use Doc Ock in a featured location deck. Um,
So disregard what Dennis said last week.
yeah, and I can't really think of it since a situation where Quake would be useful for this one either. Huh. No, this deck, this location sucks. Like it's not. It's gonna be annoying because it's gonna cause people. It's gonna cause the meta to be more and more Sunspot. And I think that he's just like so overused already. Like, I mean, I use him a lot too. And I just think this is just
Yeah.
encouraging people to run Sunspot more, because like you have to
Yeah.
skip a turn.
Well,
You know what? You know what? This is also going to be a justification for more She-Hulk, and that sucks because I don't have her, and she's the
that is
worst.
true.
Like she's so
Well,
huge.
yeah, but Quake isn't as bad because if, assuming it doesn't get Killmongered or armor or whatever, that location's gone for both of you. So it becomes again similar to a location where you're really manipulating two two
It's not.
locations,
Oh, like
and
it's
so it
yeah. I guess it's gone like for a round, right? It's useless, yeah.
right.
But
But what I'm
you
saying
can't
is,
even
if
like Squirrel Girl it after turn after it's revealed.
right, right. Well, but
Yeah,
Squirrel Girl is sufficient for you to win that win that location,
it's true.
right?
Unlike
If you
Killmonger.
before, but
Yeah,
yeah, but I mean the whole thing is Quake could essentially take a location that was not of interest to you and put it over there, and then you can you know you can adjust or whatever. But yeah, so I'm not as excited about this, but I could be wrong. I mean, we were pretty excited about Rickety Bridge, and so it as you said, humbled us a bit. So maybe Rickety Collapse Mine will be a lot more exciting than we thought.
yeah. I'm just gonna run a Patriot deck, honestly. Like that's what I'll do. I'll run Patriot with Surfer, because I don't like I don't like putting all my eggs in one basket. So I'll run a Patriot Surfer deck with a Cyclops that gets huge, and hope for the best with that mine. Like if people kill the mine, cool. If they don't, you could run debris also to make it funnier. Just so that after they run a Killmonger, then you debris it again and stuff. You know, like debris is pretty funny, man. Um, that's probably what I'll do, is a Surfer deck with Patriot and debris. Um, and then I know that works. You know, like I know that's a good deck. Like I have that. I have that deck. Where is it?
Yeah.
Patriot Surfer. Yeah, I can show it or whatever. Like it's Wasp, Misty Knight, Shocker, Mystique, Silver Surfer, Patriot, Brood, Debris, Cyclops, Blue Marvel, Sera, and Ultron. And there you
Yeah.
go. If they clear their ones, or if they don't clear their ones, but you do, and then you run Ultron, yours are better. But even if they don't, yours are still better because Patriot and Blue Marvel, so just embrace the rocks. Like that's all you got to do.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Um
Patriot deck right now is part of the meta, and so you if you did not get the class mine, you're still okay. So
yeah. Did you see the newest the newest meta rankings from the Snap Zone? I think
no.
they had I think it was the there's a different first place deck. Bringing it right now. What are the while I'm looking that up? What are some of the new cards you got, and are you considering using them?
I got a really ugly looking. This is my variant. I got a really ugly looking uh Yondu, the pixel one. I don't like it at all. But my new acquisitions are Dracula. I finally have Dracula for my discard deck.
Wow, you
He
didn't have Dracula.
I did not have Dracula, so I can actually run that deck that you just showed, the Zabu 4-drop with Dracula. So I'm really happy. Oh no, I cannot. I
It's
do not
free.
have Ghost
It's free.
Rider. I do not have Ghost Rider. Ugh, that hurts.
It's amazing to
But
me that you still don't have some of the cards I've been living with for 2 months, 3 months.
hey, you tell the developers that. This morning I got the hood finally. I got Adam Warlock. I got a variant of Adam Warlock that I like a lot. And I think I got another weird pixelated Crossbones. And so I think those were my recent. Oh, I got the baby variant of Daredevil. I like that one. That one's really cute. And yeah, I think. Oh, and my favorite acquisition is
Here's
Nick
that
Fury, the unsigned
one.
one.
Look,
Yay, that's a lot of that's always fun for people to pull when you already have the signature autograph one, but I guess I got the original as well.
that's terrible.
It
Oh, you know
is.
what? I don't think it was a new champion on the top of the tier list. It's just Shuri Zero's back on, or I think is. But yeah, I always look at Marvel Snap Zone for a list of the top tier decks just to see if I can make something kind of like what they got, because I never have all the cards. But yeah, that was the Patriot Surfer deck. I can tell you what I got in my my added to my collection this week. Invisible Woman. I think I might have got that last week actually.
You got it
I got
last week, I think.
Taskmaster, which
Oh, that's right.
I got Taskmaster this week, and I was like, he's kind of cool. He was a little tricky for the meta for the Rickety Bridge this week. So I tried running a death deck for about a hot minute with him, and it wasn't going so good. Just I think really what I ran into the most that was kicking my butt was She-Hulk Barrow. She-Hulk
Mm,
Barrow was really benefiting from the Rickety Bridge a lot. And it was really funny because I know Snapzone had recently demoted that deck before the bridge came out as being almost fading away. But I think it benefited a lot from that Rickety Bridge just because it made it so easy to drop on turn 6. She-Hulk, um,
Infinite.
Death, and some other stuff, other crap. And that's so much. That's just way too much stuff to drop. I don't think
Yeah.
the She-Hulk Barrow runs Infinite though. I think they
Oh no,
run.
I'm not that familiar with the barrel deck, but I just thought you just meant like you could drop all those things, but
Yeah, but like death was always a 0 by that turn, you know what I
Right,
mean? And
right.
so it just made it super easy to do. And then like if you played, if you only played wave on the turn before, yeah, then you're bottlenecking your opponent, and then you're getting out a She-Hulk and a death and whatever else you can squeeze out. It was nuts. It was too powerful. But yeah, I
I
got
don't have She-Hulk, but Wave doesn't help She-Hulk because doesn't
yes, she
the,
does. Yes,
oh,
she does.
it she maintains her credits.
No, because She-Hulk costs X number less
Right.
based on how many you didn't spend the turn before. So
Okay.
if on turn 5 you play a 3, then
Oh,
you
you
didn't.
would get 2 credits for it.
Yeah, and then because Wave makes cards cost 4,
4. Okay.
then now She-Hulk is a 2,
Got it. Got it. Got it. I got you. I got you. Okay. Okay.
right?
Okay.
So She-Hulk's a 2, Death is a 0, and
Right.
now you put out another card in
Of 4
addition to
of
that.
whatever your 4 cost is going to be. Yeah.
Well, all your cards are 4.
Right. Right. I mean
Yeah.
another
So
one. Yeah.
yeah, so that's why it's such a devastating, combo, especially if you manage to get death down to 0. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Right. Right.
which is super easy with the Rickety Bridge because you're killing theirs, you're killing yours, everybody's dying. It's pretty chill. So that was the deck that was kicking my butt the most when I was doing it, when I was trying to do Rickety Bridge, is just whenever I would see the carnages or the death blocks, I was just like, oh man, I can't compete with this. Until eventually I just put in Carnage and Killmonger just to help kill my own things. But I'm just like, is this the deck I want to be doing? And then I was like, all right, fine, I'll just try it. I'll go all in and I'll use a Taskmaster. And it just wasn't. I think the problem with that deck is the versatility is not there sometimes. You know what I mean? But I'm not running the She-Hulk Bayro. I was running the deck where you recruit a death on turn 5, and then
Yeah.
on 6 you just Taskmaster it, and it's like cool. That was a cool trick. The thing I do like about Taskmaster though is if your opponent leaders Taskmaster,
It
um,
doesn't. They only get
they
the 3.
don't get your Taskmaster. They get their 3 power
Yep.
Taskmaster from the leader. I
Yep.
love that. That makes me so happy. Um, so yeah, but I'll try and find something to use him in. I also got Crossbones, which I was like, okay, cool. I'll try and figure out a way to use him. Um,
He's basically I built a deck a while back called Brute because it was just meant to be brute force, and you just use a lot of the high power cards like Lizards on 2, Maximus on 3, uh, so that you can use Crossbone, and then he puts a lot of distance between um, what they're trying to do and what you're trying to do, and then you just leader at the end because you have enough distance between them.
oh wait, I can see my recent. Oh, recent is just like what you recently upgraded, I think, or what? Like,
It's both. I'm not sure, but I was looking at recent, but the problem is I upgraded some of my stuff, which doesn't allow me to see, um, because it's off of the upgrade.
oh, I got Maximus. I finally got Maximus on Monday.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
but I mean, he's cool. Obviously, like everybody who uses Maximus knows he's great. But yeah, he was a little too late for me because that Rickety Bridge. It was a weird time to be running him, but I mean, I yeah, it's a good like I have some good decks with Maximus in them for sure. Um, let me see if I can.
Yeah. So Maximus is a good. It's a good 3-4 combo to have Maximus and then Crossbone, and then like I said, but putting Maximus on Crossbone is a little bit overkill, but it allows you to disregard that location for a little while.
Yeah, I'm gonna try this Ding deck again one more time because I love it and I think it's adorably simple.
I
Um,
really wanted to build it, but I don't have I do not have Ghost Rider, and
Well,
Hela is gonna.
you should go check Snap Zone again to see, because the trick is that Snap Zone is really nice about prioritizing. It tells you how
Some
many.
substitutes. It tells you some substitutes too.
Well, no, not for that article, because that's not, they didn't make that article, but
Oh, okay.
it tells you how many cards from each pool are in it. And
Yeah.
so the reason I made this deck is because it had the most cards from pool 3 out of the
Yeah.
3 that he posted.
Okay.
And so I just kind of figure you should always try to use the most cards from pool 3 when you can, so that you're less likely to run into more people, that have the same amount of cards, whatever.
Yeah.
It's probably a flawed logic, but oh,
Oh,
that sucks.
that's gonna suck.
Um, that's
Well,
gonna suck
you'll keep
terribly
on pace with it for a little while.
for a
You know
little
what would be
bit.
really
Yeah,
good here? A Quake.
I know a quake would be great. Oh
Oh
god,
well. Oh, that's not gonna be
and
great
look, I don't
either.
even have a 6 in hand, so I'm just gonna trash something good here. Hopefully, it's freaking
Yep.
Dracula. No,
Dracula. Yeah.
I don't want to trash Dracula, actually, because he might save me in the end. Trash Shang-Chi. I can't use him.
Yeah.
Please kill Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi or Spider-Man, either one.
Ah,
Ah.
oh
Uh-oh.
well.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Uh. Uh.
Here, I'm gonna go for a miracle. It's a Hail Mary, because then I get 1 point back on Sunspot.
He's gonna go
And
two.
I don't think he's gonna play Zabu there. Ah, there you go.
Oh, he's like, what are you gonna do? And he didn't think that you had it because you were winning two locations, and he had to guess which two.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was cool and also deeply unsatisfying.
I know this. That's the issue with this is that I always tell myself this is the last game on the bridge. This is the last game on the bridge, and then they quit. I'm like, that was unsatisfying. So then I have to play at least two
That's
more.
exactly why I end up playing so much. It's because they never stay. They
I
never
know.
stay to give me 8 cubes. What
Yeah,
is that? What is that?
I know, and I think that's why I stayed at 56 was because I would only win one or two, and then when I would go all in, I should have realized that I didn't have the cards. I kind of
Yeah.
gambled because I kind of figured maybe they were bluffing or maybe I can still eke by, but
Yeah. I was telling you guys in our Slack channel the other day, like, the funny thing about, we were all lamenting about how unsuccessful the Rickety Bridge was for everybody, and and how it's just not mathematically, um it's not a good idea to, like, build a deck that's only going to be beneficial to that one location, because of the 40% thing. And I was saying how, like, I tried so many different things that eventually I built. I was just misplaying. Oh, I don't know why I didn't play two. Oh, because I don't want to play Ghost Rider yet.
yeah.
Um,
Oh,
oh, nice pull.
that works.
That was an excellent pull.
That was
Um, but I was gonna say, the funniest thing is, like, I just had a few really bad plays with Magneto, and they were totally my fault. And it was so
By the
fun.
way, just FYI, Spectrum is about to come, I think. Oh no. Yeah, he's gonna drop a Spectrum.
That's fine. Whatever. Uh, well, crap. I should have got rid of that rock on the last turn, shouldn't I?
Yeah, I was
I
just about to
guess.
say.
I guess just put a Giganto here and hope for the
Yeah,
best.
yeah.
Fingers crossed you discard an Infinite and not a rock.
Oh no, interesting.
Infinite, not a rock. Please, not a rock. You son of a bitch.
Well, you have 50-50 chance. You had a 50-50 chance of winning, and
I did, but I could have had a better chance if I had played that rock on the previous turn.
well, no, because that's assuming that it wouldn't have dropped the same card, but that was pretty
No, I
funny.
had the rock earlier, though. That's what
No,
I'm
no,
saying.
I know, but he didn't discard the rock. He discarded Ghost Rider, which you had your hand the whole time.
That's fair, but I would have. Yes.
But your
Shut,
odds would have
shut
had
up, Chi.
significantly. Ooh, this might be good if he doesn't have
Yeah. The trick with this one is be careful not to play
too much.
Dracula or Lady Sif here unless you also play. You can play a Lady Sif here, but you also have to play a Ghost Rider here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little messy.
Ooh.
Ooh, whoa, whoa,
Ooh.
whoa. That was a lot, guys. That was a lot. That's too many slices. I think in this
Do you
case
drop?
now, I am okay with 2 Draculas.
Yeah, but do you
Because
drop 2 Zabus?
yeah, just because it makes it easier to because if I play this Enchantress, I'm gonna kill one of my own
You're gonna kill at
Zabus.
least one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just safer this way to have.
Ooh. Oh.
Well, that's when you Spider-Man, but not yet.
Spider-Man and then yeah. So
Uh,
Dracula and then Spider-Man.
but not Spider-Man yet.
Yeah, you want to do it on
I'm just gonna take the points and get a huge sunspot here.
yeah.
All right, so multi Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
Spider-Man.
man! Ah, look, I got her.
I know.
So here we go. We do this.
Right.
Sorry, no, we don't do that first. We do this first. We go in this order. We go like this. Then we go like this. And then we do this.
No,
Fun
you should
here.
do it. You should do it on the right. Shouldn't you Ghost Rider on the right? Oh well, you already did. Oh, because you want to keep Dracula there. Oh, I see.
Because
Well, if he goes, whoa, he's getting some points on there.
you son of a son of a.
Oh,
Did
but
I
you won.
lose?
No, you won.
Oh, I still won. I won. I won.
Yeah.
Yeah, you lost, jerk. I didn't even know what happened there because I forgot it was Strange Academy. I totally forgot I was playing with Strange Academy. See, that's me at 10:30 in the morning. I don't even know. But that's what I was
No,
gonna
they're just
say. It's like
no, but
I was gonna say, like, when I was getting angry at myself with those decks that I was making, like, I made several just bad moves with Magneto because I'd been playing so many times. And then, like I told you guys, like, eventually I took Magneto out of my deck because, like, I somehow thought it was his fault. And it's like, it's not, bro, it's my fault. That guy just arged. He just arged already. Like, this guy's one of those players. I don't
yeah,
like
I
these
don't.
players sometimes. Sometimes,
I don't
guys,
mind the
it's
arg.
bad.
I
It's
don't
bad
like.
enough you're gonna troll me with Iceman. Don't start with Arg.
Yeah,
Like, it's
I
not. Like, let's
I
not
don't.
pretend.
I know. I don't like it when they the args aren't as bad as the ones that just go snap, 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 and I'm like, no,
Hello.
now I'm definitely not gonna snap.
Well, you should. You should snap. Oh, look at that. He Iceman my 1/3 in my hand. I freaking hate Iceman, dude. I love him
Oh,
and
there
hate
you go.
him.
There's the quake.
Okay, that's cool. Arg. Now I've got a 1 here. That's cool. Believe it or not, I'm still gonna play the Zabu.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it and get more Sunspot. That's fine, whatever, bro. You can be a jerk. I get it. That's your whole thing.
Yeah, because
It's your
as soon as
thing.
you see Viper, then you're gonna.
All right. So Spider-Man's going where? Probably
Uh,
here.
you could do it on the left, and because he's not probably doesn't want to do. Um,
I
he
can do
probably
that
doesn't want any
and do
mines.
that.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh,
that's funny. Well, there you go, bro. Think you're losing.
All right. So you go, yeah, Lady
This,
Sif with, yep, there you go.
this, and hope I don't discard a Shang-Chi. God
Oh,
damn it. Well, that's it. That's that game. That's that game right there.
I was going to say,
Still
like,
won.
look,
I still won.
oh, that's right, because, oh, if he, there's your, the game making up to you for, all right. What a jerk.
I just
All
feel
right.
like they deserve it. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you just feel like, why? Why'd you have to be so mean? Like and I did actually want to talk about that really briefly before we go. It's the funniest thing. So cards like Hobgoblin and Green Goblin and Cosmo and Polaris and Shang-Chi are, like all these cards that screw your opponent over. It's so easy for us to get angry at those people, but like get angry at the developers. They're the ones that made those cards. Like that those cards, you know what I mean? Like I have to separate the player from the game sometimes
Yeah.
because like is it really it doesn't make the person a bad person
No, of course
because
not.
they use those cards because like they're just trying to win the game just like you
Yeah,
are with the
exactly.
cards that they have available.
Yeah.
But for some reason when you see these all these cards that do these horrible things, they're almost always associated with villainous jerks, right? Like the Green Goblin and the Hobgoblin and stuff like that. And Scorpion, um Iceman's not supposed to be a jerk, but man, he is. But yeah, like it's really, really easy for me to take it personally when I see that stuff. And I think it's because of the extra args or I'm losing
No,
or I am confident. Like it's the combination. Don't be
what
that guy. Use the
yeah.
cards, it's fine, but don't be the guy that does.
Exactly, exactly. I don't mind them using Hobgoblin on me. I'm like, oh man, that was a great,
It's a good play, right?
it's a
Like
good play.
he could have
But
won
I
that
don't
game.
like it when they give it to you and then they go, I'm losing, and you're like, shut up.
Yeah, in fairness though, like I won that game by luck, right? Like I
Yeah,
could have discarded a Shang-Chi or I could have discarded a Giganto, and
yeah,
so I got lucky. So
yeah.
if that guy happened to tune into our show, he'll see, and then he'll just extra arg, the next. But yeah, like like try not to get mad at the people that are on the other end of that because, and don't take that out into the world when you go out for the day. Like just remember, it's the devs that made those stupid cards that just ruin your life for like a few moments. And so just be okay with it, because you learn for next time. I don't know that I actually learned anything on that play though. Like it's like, what was I supposed to not play
Yeah,
Hobgoblin or
right.
play
Yeah,
Ghost Rider there? Like
yeah.
I guess I could have played to ensure the space. I could have played Sif on the right to extra secure that
Oh,
location.
to make sure, yeah, yeah. That
Yeah.
is true. That
Sif
is
on
true.
the right because she blocks a
She would
hobgoblin
have
if there
blocked,
is
yeah, she
if
would have
there is
blocked.
one, and then Ghost Rider in the middle because that way, if there
You
is
got
a
an extra
hobgoblin, I
space
still
in
have
case,
space.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So there, I did learn something. So thank you, random player who argued me. You taught me a lesson, and there you go. Do you got anything else? Any tips for next week going in?
No, I just wish everybody a happy collapse mine navigating, spelunking, I guess, is more the proper term. And yeah, we'll see you out there.
All right, cool. We're out of here for the day, for the week. Good luck, guys. Keep
Bye.
snapping.